Hello everyone, and welcome back to Agents of Damned, our Let's Play D&D podcast featuring myself, your sometimes benevolent, often malevolent dungeon master, Jordan Roman. And as always, I am joined by my fellow players.
Hi guys, I'm Katie, and I play Faith.
Hey everyone, I'm Christina, and I play Wintera.
And I'm Drew McLean, and by the canonical coziness of Bahamut's couch, I play the good Dr. Arlo Aegon.
Speaking of cozy couches, I may be sleeping on mine tonight.
What'd you do?
Boy.
It's not what I did, it's what I'm about to do. My wife is threatening me if I kill any of y'all.
Well, just don't do that.
Yeah, you could just not kill us. That's perfectly fine.
Oh, but guys, here's the thing. I told you I was coming for blood, and I meant it. I'm seeing death saving throws by the end of this day, goddammit.
I thought you said you were coming for Bud.
Oh no, I already got my booze, and I'm already at least a little tipsy, which means I have no chill right now.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
no, I thought you meant like Air Bud, the popular movie with the golden retriever that plays sports.
So, recap.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Last time, the agents celebrated their victory against Sasava and Avasis. However, the joyous mood was short-lived, as they quickly made their way back to the Midnight Woods and Silvery Moon to make preparations for the fight to come. After speaking with Holly, the agents learned that the true nature of the Blessing of the Fae was the power to destroy magic, and that Arlo and Wintera would be best suited to defeat the Finger of Death, while Saith and Bookworm handled the Necromancer. Hoping to take advantage of the deal Wintera made with the Feywild, Holly went to gather reinforcements on their behalf. Back in Silvery Moon, they enlisted the aid of Granivore to fight off the animated Finger of Death. Sibo was also sent off to build an artillery to aid the agents in the fight. As they returned to the Midnight Woods to enjoy a meal with the Dark Knights, Wintera's family reassured her that they'd be joining them in the fight to protect their home. And thus, we resume our tale. Real quick before we get too far into this one, did you guys have anything that you wanted to do, like, in that night prior, or am I good to just, like, cut ahead?
No, I actually did have something I wanted to do, but I also don't know if anyone else also did.
I mean, I'm all good. I think, like, I addressed my thing in, like, the after show, and you're like, no, you can't do that. And I was like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no, I'm good too. I'm fine.
So, Wintera sort of separates off from everyone from the hug, and she looks over at her dad, and she's just like, "Hey, Dad, do you mind getting me some tea? It always tastes better when you make it."
Oh, yeah, of course. Give me one moment. It'll just take a little bit. And he wanders off. You can tell he's heading off towards his little, beekeeping area to get some fresh honey, because you can kind of tell you need the good stuff right now.
As he's walking away, as soon as he's out of, like, earshot, in Druidic, because she's testing something, she says, mostly to Bookworm, "He's gonna come back with mint tea, even though it's not my favorite, but it is when he makes it." And she's waiting to see if Arlo and Saith also heard that.
Oh!
Wait, how did you say it?
I just said it in Druidic.
Okay.
Did I hear that? Don't I speak Druidic now?
Oh.
It's not that you speak Druidic.
Oh, okay.
This is interesting. I hadn't considered this possibility. I will say, in this instance, yes, you guys pick up on that.
Do we catch that it was sudden druidic?
Yes, you do. The way that it kind of works in this instance is you guys hear it, and then you sort of hear, like, a second voice in your head that, like, says it in a language that you can understand.
Gotcha.
Can I say that, like, because of my poor imagination, I always imagine Druidic is, like, druids saying the word leaf at each other in different intonations, but because they just, like, understand nature so good, they just understand it There's like leaf, 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 leaf,
For
leaf,
Arlo
leaf.
specifically, that is what you hear.
Oh my goodness.
Saith hears actual druidic, you just hear her say leaf. But you
Leaf.
understand
Leaf,
he's
leaf.
bringing mint tea.
Huh.
Minty,
Wintera?
Yeah?
did we just... Did you hear?
Yeah.
You heard her too.
Yeah, I think I can understand your, like, secret druid leaf language now.
Well, that answers a question I had.
I mean, I still have questions about it, like, how do you guys understand, like, what intonation of leaf means what word?
Erwin looks at you and says, I have asked her the same thing so many times, and I have never gotten a straight answer.
She chucks
I
a rock
high-five
at him.
Erwin immediately. Two opposite reactions, like she chucks a rock, I go for a full high five.
He slaps the rock away and somehow catches the high five.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't add up and he's confused. Like, he didn't mean to high five you. He was swinging the rock and just you happened to be there.
Safe is just like, this is on par for him. Yep.
Oh my gosh. So she sort of settles down and gives her brother a little bit of space so that she's not completely ragging on him, even though that's absolutely what she wants to be doing right now to Erwin. And she has a quick moment of thought, and she's like, Oliver, I haven't gotten to show you yet. Do you remember the toy we used to play with? And she pulls out the glockenspiel from her bag.
Oh my god.
Aww.
I love it!
Don't make me second guess killing you guys. It's not happening.
Quick, Christina, do more sweet things.
Oh yeah!
You remember we used to play it every night before bed. I've kept it with me.
Well, you used to play it. I was never that good at it.
You were great at it, Oliver. Way better than I was.
You know he was not.
Again, talking up a little kid.
Deception check. Deception check. Deception check. Deception check.
No. If you get advantage on backwards chair, she doesn't need to make a deception check.
Valid.
Do you want to play again?
I think I'd rather just hear you play.
I can do that. And she kind of plinks on it, and you kind of hear the tune of what is the intro for Wintera's theme. The little do 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 do.
God damn it, that's so good.
It's almost like I planned it that way when I made the song.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that's too smart for you. I don't give you that credit. I give it to Christina solely.
Hey, Jordan, eat my whole ass.
Later, babe. Roll me a performance check. I'll say with advantage on this one because it's a moment.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, you actually play it perfectly, and everyone kind of starts to just sway back and forth as they hear you play this fairly soft melody.
Tomorrow's gonna be a lot, guys.
Yeah? More than we've ever faced before. It's a good thing we've got each other.
We have friends, allies, and we've got a strategy. We can do this.
She looks more at Bookworm directly. Are you gonna be okay?
Bookworm looks at you for a moment, and then turns away and sort of walks away from the group a little bit.
Do I get the feeling she wants someone to come talk to her, or that she wants to be alone?
Roll insight.
31.
You get the feeling that she thinks she wants to be left alone, but it's in that way that a lot of people just don't realize they need someone to talk to.
I'll be right back. And she's gonna scurry off after Bookworm.
Alright. So you follow after her. She didn't go super, super far, but she did go far enough away that even if she were to use her druid wind, or you were to talk at, say, I don't know, a normal volume, no one could hear you. but she's just sort of like leaning against the outside wall of your cave, just clutching her own arms tightly.
When Tara sort of moves so that she can see her, like, in case she hadn't heard her come up, because she knows sometimes when you're in that much thought, you don't realize what's going on around you. Hey, I know that the last couple days have been a lot. You've probably seen more since before when you were a kid. It's okay if you're not okay, but if you need to talk, I just want you to know that I'm here.
And you feel a breeze and hear,
I don't think I'm going to be going with you guys tomorrow.
That's really understandable. Are you going back to the base, or are you staying here?
you see her tighten her grip a little bit, and she says,
I don't know.
Montero looks really concerned for a second. But if you don't go those places, where would you go?
I don't know. I know I should go with you guys. You're only out here because of me. You're supposed to be helping me do this. But I'm scared. And I don't know if I can face it.
It's okay that you're scared.
It's not him. I guess it is, but it's also me.
You?
Reason I don't show off my magic. It's not that I think other people will judge me for it. I know Mr. Orlo and Mr. Yarvam would understand. At least I think they would. I've seen what magic can do.
and she lifts her hand up to her scarf and sort of grasps it tightly.
I don't want to accidentally hurt someone. That's why I haven't really used it.
When Tara sort of like goes to try to cover her hands with her own, and it's like, magic is sometimes a lot and chaotic, and it can hurt people. But it's also sometimes not that. Sometimes it's good. And I've seen the magic that you do, and I've seen that it's strong and it's good. Bookworm, I can't begin to understand what you're going through, but I can relate. I'm afraid to do fire magic because of similar reasons. When that fire hurt everyone, when it hurt Oliver, I didn't want to ever hurt anyone like that either. But now he's a wildfire druid. And I'm so proud of him. But that doesn't change how I feel. It's a lot to get over. So I understand if you don't want to be there. But if you're gone forever, and she kind of turns away a little bit, I really consider you a good friend, Bookworm. I don't know what I would do if I didn't get to see you again.
Bookworm looks down at you with this sadness in her eyes. And she says,
I think of you as a good friend too. I really wish I could be more like you. One of the strongest and bravest people I've ever known. You don't let your fear stop you. That's amazing. And
Matera, roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
25.
There's a long pause. And then she says,
how do you do it? How do you face your fears like that?
I don't think there's a good answer for that. I think it's different for everyone. For me, I was really lucky. I had my mom and dad and Erwin, and together we just kind of kept things going here. And it didn't stop from there. But I guess for me, knowing that I can do things that can make a change for others, even if it hurts me, is how I go forward.
Bookworm looks away from you now and up into the sky, up at the full moon shining brightly overhead. And she says,
I am afraid of what I might do. What might happen if I use my powers. But I think there's something that scares me more.
Wintera sort of steps up next to her and just looks at her.
I'm afraid of what'll happen if I don't do anything. What if Mr. Bookworm keeps suffering as he is because I didn't help? What if something happens to Mr. Arlo or Miss Saith, your family?
she looks back down.
If anything happens to you, I think that scares me more. Can you just stay here with me for a little bit?
Of course.
She holds on to your hands, gives it a gentle squeeze.
Thank you.
Always.
So you guys awaken on the morning of the battle. I assume there is no further preparations you guys feel the need to do. Correct me if I am wrong, please.
Arlo takes a small moment, do something that he doesn't do terribly often, besides like when he's preparing his spells. And he actually takes some time to pray to Bahamut.
Ooh.
Do you have a prayer for us?
Hey there, Bahamut. I know we don't really get into it and talk very often. We kind of have that sort of an understanding. I do, what's right to the best of my ability, and you keep providing spells. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. I appreciate the spells. Right now we're going into something rough, something dangerous, and I wanted to ask if it is at all possible or within your divine plan, if you could watch over my friends and make sure that they're safe. I know as a cleric you've got a little bit of an extra eye on me, and I would ask that you take that eye to watch on them instead. Whatever that may mean for me. I know I came to you in kind of a odd circumstances. I know you know what's within my heart. I wanted to be a fighter or a barbarian like my parents, or even a rogue would have done, like my aunt Snapter. But Ma said you got a good head on your shoulders, you go into medicine, and so that's the route I went, and I haven't really been holding up to it quite as much as I should. I guess I'm here to bargain with you on that one. I know that as a follower of you want me out there in battle helping, but you also want me healing. And that's what I intend to do if you can keep my friends safe.
Okay, now can I ask you to roll religion?
Yes.
Okay, roll religion.
Ooh, now let me see what my religion score is, because I am a cleric, and this is my first religion roll of the entire campaign. We're like 30-some-odd episodes in, almost 40 episodes in, I think.
Jesus.
No, I think you tried doing that divine intervention thing once before. I think that
I don't have access to that yet.
You've done a prayer before, and I've made you roll a religion, but you got nothing for it because you failed it.
I did a prayer?
Yeah. Like, not like
Oh,
that,
shit.
but...
No, this was way better.
Okay, that's an 18.
Yeah, that was way better. You feel something. It feels like your usual well of magic, but a little different. I'm going to also now do something that has not been done before. You get inspiration.
Are you serious right now, Jordan?
Yes, because that was really, really good, and you rolled well, so I'll reward that. You can have one roll this session that you decide has advantage.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That is truly dope, but I am, like, it had been so long that I was like, I guess we're just, like, we don't do inspiration in this campaign, and I was just gonna, like, not ask about it.
I truthfully normally don't, but I can't think of a better way to reward that, so that's what I'm going to do. Don't expect this to come up often.
Fair enough.
You know who Saith is gonna pray to?
Who's Saith praying to?
Baris.
Oh.
Aww.
She's gonna, like, take out her book, and she's got his face drawn in there. And so she's, like, looking at his face, and she's got the ravens tattooed. They're all the way up her arm, and then she has one that goes over her heart, which is supposed to symbolize him, because his name was Ravenheart. Anyway,
Aww.
I know, isn't that cute? So, she's got her hand over the raven, and she's looking at the book, and she's just like, I'm not entirely proud of how I've gotten here so far, but I hope that I can be proud enough of myself for the both of us. I miss you, my old friend. I wish you were here to fight by my side.
Roll me religion.
12.
With a 12. You feel for a brief moment, it feels like a hand rests on your shoulder. And when you turn to look, there's nothing. But it did feel comforting. You don't gain any benefits for that one, but you get that little moment.
That's fair.
I do have a quick preparation question. Is Wintera's mother back yet?
No.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Hey guys, speaking of which, roll me history checks real quick.
God damn it, the time passes differently in the Feywild.
Oh,
Whoops.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Never mind, you got it! How did you forget that?
The thought crossed my mind sometime in the last 2 weeks, and then I was like, well, I mean, there was also that other time that we came back and it was like 2 hours later, so...
Yeah,
We'll
so
see.
it's random and you have no clue.
How many things can we do, like, leading up into the battle, like, as far as our fighting things?
Enough that we can still have the fight this episode.
Can we buff the shit out of Granifor and then send him in first and then, like, meet after him?
Well, that was kind of what I was implying, was more like, how many things can, like, we do, like, can the shifter shift? Can we do certain summons? Can we do... before we get to certain places, or like once we're at a certain distance from the location, are we allowed to do certain things? Or at that point would be an initiative?
What I will say is you guys can head over to the undisclosed area where the fight is happening, because y'all never tried to, like, establish a set area, so we're just gonna sort of Monster X Machina this shit. If you guys are just gonna be hanging over there, before the battle, I'll say you guys can do, like, one thing each. And then I'll start narrating the battle. That sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds fair. Again, I'm in favor of plan, like, Granifor goes in first, so we use our one thing to, like, buff the shit out of Granifor so we can do max damage, because he's our biggest big gun, and so if he can do even more big gun, then that's good for us.
Remember, though, for each of these guys, we ourselves are doing our reaction on our turns to get them to act.
I will also be uncharacteristically nice on this one and toss out there are some other factors in this fight I have not told you guys about yet.
Oh.
So some things might change in whatever your plan is, so don't bet it all on black is all I'm saying.
Oh, boy.
Alright, so you guys heading over?
I assume we probably need to go collect the Granifor first and the Sibo, or are they meeting us there?
They're meeting you guys there.
Okay. Then
The Granifor and the Sibo.
the Granifor and the Sibo. Yeah, we I think everyone will head over. Do you need us to do any kind of weird reaction thing for getting the two shifters to shift or anything? If that is what we want them to do?
But I do need you guys to do me some rolls real quick.
Ooh. Initiative?
No, not yet. I'll let you guys know when we're there.
Okay.
For right now, what I need is one of you to roll me a d8.
Katie.
Okay. I got an 8.
Damn, son.
Okay, now I need someone else to roll me a d8.
Okay. I got a 6.
Okay, and finally, Drew, roll me a d8.
Why would you structure it like this?
So it's fair.
That's a 1, my dude.
Cool.
I'm very curious what these eventually do.
It won't take you long to find out. Drew's gonna be very mad.
Oh, no.
I hate you.
So, you guys head over to the site where you guys are going to be conducting this battle. Is going to be sort of at the edge of the Midnight Woods in the Forest of Lost Giants. So, you head over there, and you see that Sibo is already over there. And he is currently setting up this line of cannons. And he sees you all and says, "Ah, hey, there you all are!" As he approaches you guys, you notice he is wearing a different set of onesies that says across it, hanging with my nomies.
Oh, God.
I love that.
New
I
merch
love it
coming
so
soon.
much. I love it so much.
New merch coming soon.
Absolutely not, I'm not proud of that.
Arlo, like, looks, like, real serious for a second and, like, claps Sibo on the shoulder, looking down at his hanging with my nomies onesie. And he says, "Hell yeah, Sibo."
You showed me the light, my friend. And now let me show you what I've been working on over the last 12 hours. You also notice, Arlo, because you clapped your hand on his shoulder, Sibo is vibrating violently.
Oh, wow. So much coffee.
Mm,
Like, he's basically under the effect of the blur spell. He's had so much caffeine.
Wow.
basically or literally, Jordan?
Basically.
Damn it.
So, here's what I've managed to assemble. I have mostly the base artillery that I am used to. This line here is of things to basically keep them, whenever we end up fighting, here in the Forest of Lost Giants. And, these are, of course, naturally the best thing to do that. Flamethrowers!
Oh, okay.
And you see 8 of them.
Okay.
I can do that with my hands.
Cool, I can do it with these.
Sibo, don't you mean grame throwers? Something that looks very similar to flame, but is not actually flame?
Oh no, they're definitely flamethrowers.
Nope, grame throwers. Sibo, grame, like winking his eye at them.
This is fine. This is good. This is great. This is good. Okay, I'm fine.
Anyway, moving on. After the flamethrowers, I have these.
Arlo's head is fully in his hands.
These are more similar to what I used the other day against those weird mutant, Yuan Ti. One of them looked oddly familiar. Oh well. And these will be more long-range type deal. And you see there are 6 of these. And so he goes over to the last one like, this one was more spur-of-the-moment sort of idea. So this is a healing, or rather anti-necrosis beam. It can restore someone's vitality or potentially do harm to an undead creature. Though admittedly it's nowhere near as effective as the, healing portion of it. It's still relatively new. I only just came up with the idea the other night. That was kind of what I got inspired by. And so I only managed to get one working.
Well, I would say that this is a huge boon, and like anyone that complains about there being any, anyone that complains about there like only being one is just kind of being an asshole about it.
I agree fully.
Yeah, I don't know who would do that.
So I'll be up here manning the cannons, making sure they are all functioning properly. Don't worry, I will ensure that they don't hit you by any means. And, of course, because I know that you shifters are so concerned about the forest and, any potential flammables, is at this point you guys realize that Ulrich and Erwin have been, cross-armed staring at Sibo angrily since the word flame left his lips. I have taken all necessary precautions to ensure no such thing happens, and he lights a flame on his hand and casts Firebolt at a tree.
Arlo moves as far away from Sibo as possible to make sure there's not, he is not in the way of a direct line in between any of Winterra's family members and Sibo.
Getting out of the splash zone, smart.
He's just like, well.
He just dives away.
He, whispers to Bahamut, starting once the battle starts. Once the battle starts, I'm all on it. Just, not right now.
But you guys see that as the flame hits the tree, it looks like it's about to catch, and then it just dissipates. I made sure to put a warding wall across the edge of the forest so no flames can somehow, backtrack into it.
Why haven't you been doing this the entire time?
I haven't been setting off flamethrowers in the forest. What do you mean, I haven't been doing that! I keep my stuff in my lab, thank you!
Arlo gets down on one knee, looks like Sibo in the eye for a good second, and then nods his head, goes into his pack, produces a full-size cowboy hat, removes the tiny cowboy hat and places the full-size cowboy hat on his head, and then again claps his shoulders and goes, "Hell yeah, Sibo."
Sibo lifts up the hat because it is full-sized and it covered his entire head. It's like, I can't see with this.
Arlo nods again and goes, "It was more of a gesture," and then replaces it back with the tiny cowboy hat.
I appreciate the gesture, but I think this one works for me better. I really do appreciate the hat onesie combo. I think it's a look.
Someone please draw this.
That is what you could call this. Yes, it is a look.
It's right about this point that Granifor shows up. And he looks at you all and says, I see that everyone is here. Are we ready to begin the, epic battle for Silvery Moon?
Let's do this, my friend!
Cool!
Bookworm is with us, right?
Yes, no, you managed to persuade Bookworm to come with you guys.
as soon as Granifor's like, we're doing this, right? When Tara, like, squeezes Bookworm's hand and is just like, no matter what happens, we're all doing this together.
Bookworm nods reassuredly. So, if that is all of the table setting out of the way, are we ready to begin proper?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna put my hood and my mask up, so that will give me some more stealth goodness, some happy stealthness.
Okay.
I look over at like Safe, like you'll about to like start things up, and like also clearly the squishiest of us, and I cast Shield of Faith on her.
Ooh.
And I say, and I look at her and like, don't die. God damn it! I thought I'd come up with something better than that.
Do good, sport.
It's okay. I get 5 HP every time I kill something.
Well, now you also have a +2 to your AC as long as I hold that concentration.
Woo!
Hey, Kig, I'm curious, did you know that you had that ability before now, or was that from the studying?
I may have completely forgotten about the fact that I gain 5 HP every time I kill something.
Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, you guys do all this. And then, as you look out into the Forest of Lost Giants, a fog begins to creep in. Amidst the fog, a figure soon becomes visible. And as it approaches, it is the Necromancer. It lumbers slowly forward, slouching as if being moved by some unseen force. And then it hits you all. The smell. The horrid, pungent odor that you are all far too familiar with. As you see, from the fog, mounds of corpse flowers drag themselves through the mud and ashen ground, followed by a legion of Firbolg zombies. The Necromancer has gathered nothing short of an army of these things. Or rather, the one controlling the Necromancer. For now, above the Necromancer, you see the hand. Or as you now know, the Finger of Death, twisting and contorting its fingers as if it were controlling a puppet. Something not far from the truth. But then, you begin to see a few other things. First, you see a second, smaller hand. Not made of necrotic energy, but more of an ethereal force energy. Next, you see a small series of ethereal darts dashing around an unknown point that you cannot seem to trace as it orbits wildly. Next, the figure of a person. But it's contorted in a way that it appears that there are 4 of them, each figure moving perfectly in symmetry with the others. Next, a monstrous face, shrouded in a dark miasma that brings about the feeling of utter terror. And God, I wish I had a better way to describe this next one without it sounding really stupid, but I don't, so! You see a spectral door opening and closing as it warps around the area at lightning speeds. Then, you see a twister spinning around wildly, congregating a group of frost and ice that whips around as the wind howls. And finally, you see a floating eye that every time it blinks, you see the eyelids have rows of razor-sharp teeth that whenever they clash together, sounds like the screeching of metal across itself. As the hand has brought the other animated spells to do its bidding.
Mm-hmm. I called it.
Yep, no, congratulations on that one. You fucking called it, and now you get to face it. Everyone roll initiative!
Oh boy!
Alrighty then.
I imagine that Unterra's weapon of warning is like freaking the fuck out right now.
Oh yeah, no, it's just Stranger Danger, Stranger Danger, Stranger Danger!
But like a fully abandoned, it's like whole like gruff exterior. It's like, ah!
Yeah, kind of like you when you panic.
Did I just use up my only natural 20? I swear to God.
Wait, you rolled a nat 20 on your initiative?
I know, I rolled a nat 20 on my initiative.
What does that bring you up to?
26.
I got a 19.
I have a dirty 20.
Even when I roll well, I'm still last. Like, I can't win.
I do get advantage on all initiative rolls because of my Sentinel shield, so, you know, it helps.
I should buy one of those.
Yeah, probably help. Okay, so, before we get into combat officially, let me explain to you the way this combat is going to work, because there are a few extra rules to this one. So, the first thing is the corpse flowers and the Firbolg zombies. As per past instances of me doing stuff like this, they will be a layer action where they are just a single mass of hit points, well, each of them is, and they will do damage on initiative 20. There's no saving throw or roll to hit, it'll just happen because there's so many of them. However, at the start of each round of combat, you may choose to have the NPCs engage with them. And if you do that, the NPCs won't get like special actions based on what you guys do. They will just roll their damage, and it'll be divided amongst the two groups, and then the Corpse Flowers and Firbolg zombies will do their damage, and it'll be divided amongst the NPCs. And then you guys won't have to worry about that damage. They'll just do battle in the background, keeping them away from you. The next thing is the animated spells, which are also a layer action, and they will all go off simultaneously. However, at the start of each round, you may also decide what Granifor does. He may stay in your reserves as someone you may use a reaction for, or you can have him use his anti-magic cone or beam or whatever, in which case he will roll a d8, sorry, what I told you before was a lie to deceive you, and that will determine how many of the animated spells he catches within. At that point, I'll roll for each of the spells to see which ones get caught. So you can either take the NPCs that have all these amazing abilities and save them for your reactions, at which point only one of you can use each of them at a time. So like, for example, Saith goes first. If she decides to use a reaction to have Ulrich take his turn, no one else can use Ulrich that round. But if you decide to have all the NPCs, and it is an all or nothing type deal, handle the army of undead, then they will, like, you won't have them for reactions, but you also won't take the metric fuck ton of damage they send your way. Do you guys understand what I've said?
Mm-hmm. Question for you. So if the NPCs react to the layer action things, they still do their normal stuff, or there's like a separate thing you're doing for them?
They'll just roll their, like, base melee attacks, and that'll be the damage they deal to them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you guys want them to do their spells and shit, you have to decide that you'll keep them for reactions and then take that damage.
Gotcha. Okie dokie.
Can we use their reaction to, like, do damage to the undead horde?
Yeah, you can fully do that, but then the undead horde will also attack you guys, because you'll kept them in reserves for your reactions.
Mm-hmm.
It's a question of how much damage do you want to take.
So it sounds like this is a Let them deal with it at first and then come back and go to that.
It's however you want to do it, man. I'm just letting you know what the rules of this particular fight are.
I will say, like, Arlo, I guess, like, as the tactician, would, like, look to, Winterra and to Saith, and you guys don't have to follow this, but he does say, like, you two and Granifor handle the spells. Me and the rest of us will thin out that herd there. We need to make sure that they can't just mull us over. If we take out the mobs and keep the big guns busy, we'll be able to all focus on the big guns and take them out together.
Okay, mechanically, what are you suggesting?
Suggesting exactly that Saith and Winterra and Granifor, like, keep their focus on the spell dudes, whilst Arlo and the rest of them work on thinning out the herd.
Saith can't damage the spells, only you and I can.
Ah, frick. That's right.
Yeah, I have to go after the, like, Necromancer and the physical beings.
Yeah. When Tara actually says that, she's like, Saith can't hit the magic? That's what we figured out when we talked to my mom the other day. Arlo, did you already forget that?
I'm under a lot of pressure and it's been a while. Alright, switch places. I'll switch places with Saith, but same plan.
Okay, so just so I understand mechanically, what you are saying is you want the NPCs to handle the horde so that you guys don't have to worry about that. Granifor will handle the spells, and then you guys have your own specific targets. Have I gotten that about right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. One other thing I forgot before we get into, like, the actual thing. I need one of you guys to roll me a d4.
I'll do it.
Okay.
4.
Okay. And roll me one more.
3.
Cool. That was the one time you wanted to roll low.
Great.
Okay. So, now we are in initiative proper. First up, Saith.
Alright. So she's just gonna nod to her friends, and she's gonna take off to the trees, like the tree line, and try to get as best a view as she can of Bookworm Classic, the Necromancer.
Classic.
Bookworm Classic, yeah. How close can I get to him without being seen?
That depends. Roll me a stealth check.
27.
You are able to get up to him without him noticing.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna go all the way up to him. I feel like that's a bad idea. But I'm gonna get into a good position where I can go ahead and... I don't suppose I should use any of my spells yet, just to use, not like spells, but you know what I mean, like enchanted bolts. What do you guys think?
Straight fuck him up, fam.
So let me do blindness. He has to make a dex save.
Okay, I just found out that one of the numbers on my die is, like, missing the paint on it, so I couldn't tell what it was originally. But he does make a 19.
Oh yeah, he passes. Does a 17 hit?
It does not.
That's
How
concerning.
far away is Saith from me?
Tops 30 feet.
Channel Divinity Ward God's Blessing, she gets a plus 10 to hit.
It hits now.
27.
Alright!
Still misses.
Let's see.
Bahamut, by your holy light, help my friend fuck this guy's shit backwards.
Thanks, bud.
Just imagining Bahamut, like, up in the clouds, he's like, fucking do it to him.
Arlo, roll me perception.
That is either the worst or the best natural 20 I have ever rolled in my D&D career. Jordan, illuminate me as to whether it was worth it or not.
You look up to say this, and you see a cloud that is shaped like a dragon giving you a thumbs up.
Hell yeah. Can I have two
I
inspirations?
love
No. No, you have the one, and you get his, like, affirmation that you got it, bro.
Hell yeah.
it. He takes 14 damage.
Nice.
So, because I know I drew attention to myself by shooting him,
A little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to change my position.
Okay, roll another stealth check.
Another 27.
Alright, yeah, you good, fam. So, is that going to be it?
Yes, for now, yes.
Okay, cool. Lair action time! You guys are currently having the Corpse Flowers and Fearable Zombies fight the Dark Knight family. So, I'm going to have you guys actually roll the damage that they do to the Horde real quick. Just to kind of, help me out a little bit.
Okay. What would you like?
Well, first let's handle SIBO. So you guys have 8 flamethrowers, so go ahead and roll me 16d8.
So that's gonna be 86.
God damn. Now, I need 6d8 for the ballista. I'm sorry, not 6d8, 12d8.
55.
Okay, and now 2d10.
20.
God, you maxed that?
Yeah.
It's nice.
Blame the app.
Yeah, well, that's fair. Okay, next we're going to go through the Dark Knights. So, first up, Oliver. Let's see. His thing... Oh, I didn't give him a base attack. Hey, Wintero, what's the, bite attack on a shifter?
What's the bite attack on a shifter? You mean the baby that you gave no strength, so he probably does negative damage?
It'll be minimum 1.
Piercing damage equal to 1d6 plus his strength modifier.
Alright, so roll that for me.
The d6 is a 5.
Okay, so that's 4. Twinkle, who is already fully out. We'll do the Flame Seed, so that's 1d6 plus 5. Someone would like to roll that out?
I got a 6. On the die, not the plus 5 part. It wasn't a 1, so it'd be 9.
Alright. Erwin is now up. He makes 2 attacks. We'll say longbow, so roll me 2d8.
13.
And last but not least, Ulrich. That's going to be 66.
28.
Ulrich is not fucking around.
He is a
Nope.
very high-level fighter.
And his daughter is in trouble.
Uh-huh. So, that means that between the 2 hordes, you have dealt a total of 221 damage,
Jesus.
Nice.
which is about 110 damage each. Which is very good. And also means they will be doing less damage, because you knocked them down by a threshold.
Sweet.
But now I'm going to roll all of their meaty damage. Okay, not nearly as meaty as what y'all did,
Aw.
but it was a total of 98 points of damage.
To us or to, like,
Our
our
friends.
NPCs?
My family!
To the Dark Knights.
Oh, dear.
Like, as a
Exclusively
whole.
to them. It's divided evenly among them, so they each take 24 points of damage.
Jesus. Is Oliver okay?
He's still fine.
That's
quote,
like a
unquote.
third of his health.
Yeah, no, he's down to 30. Oliver's very powerful, but he does not have much health.
That's okay. I have a full healing potion.
Okay, now, onto the animated spells. Roll me a d8 to see how many of these things you guys get.
All of them.
You got an 8?
Yep.
Alright, they don't act this turn.
Thank fuck.
Yay!
Yeah.
Granifor managed to catch all of them in his eye beam. He was like, I got this! And they all just start freaking out. Like, they're almost like experiencing like static as they can't move, and they are stunned for the round. Speaking of, Wintera, you're up.
Great. What's the weather like outside right now, Jordan?
It is, I'll say a little cloudy, but there's no, like, rain or anything like that. Just some overcast.
So there's no sunlight?
No sunlight.
Cool. Cool.
No sunlight that's, like, breaking the clouds.
Excellent. So Wintera is going to hop on Zell, because that was her thing that she did.
Yes.
And... Okay, this is more important, I think, to do first, considering how fucking badly they got hurt that last round. She's gonna assume her Shepherd of the Fae form as she hops on Zal as her action.
Okay.
And she's going to bonus action herself, send out her spirit totem. And to start off with, she's picking Grown Up Bear,
Alright.
so that they all get 14 temp HP. To all my allies. There's no number limit, by the way. All my allies right now get 14 temp HP.
Nice.
And they also gain advantage on any strength checks and strength saving throws while in my aura, which they all are because it's a literal 60-foot wide thing. So.
Yeah?
And then she's just like, don't say anything! And she's yelling at Erwin because she knows that she's got really long hair now and that's not normal for her. And she's upset by
Yeah, no, you fly up into the air and in a loud roar, you bypass your shifting and go straight into your shepherd form. And wild Fey energy is bouncing around you wildly as your hair grows long. Erwin just kind of looks up, and your entire family is enraptured by the aura of Big Daddy Bear, and he just kind of like nods as he like shoots another arrow into one of the zombies.
don't say anything! And then she's gonna... I'm curious if Zal's part of her magic and if that counts for hitting these magical enemies.
I don't know.
So she's gonna tell Zal to attack Magic Missile. That one sounds not fun.
Alright, go ahead and roll it.
23?
Hits.
Okay. Does it actually hit, is what I'm curious to see. That's gonna be 22 damage.
So as Zal dives down, you have your hand resting on him, and your Feywild energy leeches into him as he strikes through the magic missiles, and you see they definitely take damage.
Oh shit!
Nice.
And the magic missile in particular takes a sizable chunk.
Good job, Zal.
Oh.
Go back up. Let's get out of this area.
And he shoots back up.
That's all I'm gonna do for now.
Alright. Arlo, you're up.
Cool legumes. What level spell is Finger of Death?
Finger of Death is a 7th level spell.
Penis. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, each of the spells that I described goes up by 1 level each. So it ranges from cantrips to 7th level spells.
Alright, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit.
Risk that bisque.
I'm going to cast at 3rd level Dispel Magic on Finger of Death.
Oh?
The DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
Alright, go ahead and roll it.
My good man, that is a 19.
Oh!
The Finger of Death was already caught in Granifor's eye beam, but now you see it almost begin to lose some of its essence.
I was hoping it would dissipate, but alright.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna just auto-kill it. But it does have some fun extra effects that Granifor's thing does not.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright.
So because you, someone with the Blessing of the Fae, cast this on him, or it rather, it now has vulnerability to all damage that you and Winterra cast until the end of your next turn, and it loses the immunity to damage from other creatures for the same duration.
Nice.
Oh,
Baller.
shit. Nice.
So yeah, no, you can right fuck that Finger of Death now.
It's almost like we're giving it the finger.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Is that gonna be it for you?
So as my bonus action, I shall cast Sanctuary on Winterra.
Ah, very nice.
Wait, doesn't that mean I can't attack?
No. You ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature must, with an attack or a harmful spell, must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack.
Basically, if I fail the wisdom saving throw, then I don't get to attack, at
Attack
all.
somebody else.
Oh, or I can attack somebody. But if you do attack, then the ward does go away.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, that I can't attack or the ward disappears.
Oh shit, that's right. It does do that. Wait, hold on. I didn't read the end of it.
There are also a ton of other things that will be going before Winterra gets a chance.
True.
That's
True.
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 You know what? Yeah, I stand by that action. I'm doing it. Locking it in.
Yeah, that's it. That's not a bad move by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, Sanctuary on Winterra. And the way that, Arlo casts, Sanctuary is that, the Holy Light, blazes from the shield. You're all seeing Arlo, cast a bunch of spells that he hasn't, before, because they're support spells, and he just doesn't use them. He just wants to hit shit. And, he blasts the Holy Light out of his shield, and it, it surrounds Winterra, circles around her in, a ball of, bright light. But if you look closely, you can see, within the ball of bright light, Arlo is sitting on there, giving you a thumbs up in a backwards chair.
His true holy symbol.
Yep. His true holy symbol, the backwards chair. My god, if we meet Bahamut and, there are depictions of backwards chairs across his, fucking palace or some shit, I will lose my... You'll hear me, throw my headphones down because I won't be able to handle it.
Oh, God. Alright, is that gonna be it for you?
That is it for me.
So next up is the Necromancer's turn. And he is going to look around, and I'd say no one has really identified themselves as a huge threat real quick, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d4 to see who he is targeting. That was a 4, which I'm basing this off of everyone's initiative order.
Oh, man.
So that's Bookworm.
Oh, shit.
No!
Yes, smart. Yes, smart
That's
ass.
worse.
You thought
That's
it was
worse.
you. No. No. There's 4 of you guys in the initiative order. You notice Bookworm wasn't on that NPC list.
I
I'm playing
legit
as her.
thought she was just part of the NPCs.
No. I'm controlling her.
I don't like this.
Honestly, it tracks, though. He did go for her first last time, too.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yep, and since none of you have, identified any of you as a threat, he goes for a familiar target. And he points to Bookworm. And he himself is going to cast Finger of Death. So Bookworm now needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I use Pendleton to give her advantage on that saving throw?
Yes.
Because I haven't used a reaction.
This is true, you have not. So you happen to look over in the direction of the Necromancer, and you hear Pendleton say, I don't think he's aiming for you. The Firbolg!
Bookworm, watch out!
Okay. That first one for her is a 12, but with advantage. It's worse, I'm sorry. That is a 12. That does not pass. She is now going to take... That's a lot of damage!
Remember, she does have the 14 temp HP.
Okay. She is going to take 71 points of damage.
Great. Okay.
So minus the 14, that is going to be 58 points of damage.
The small consolation prize. We made Jordan have to do mathematics.
Yeah, the horror. Okay, yeah, Bookworm looks bad. Very, very bad.
There is a very loud growl from the sky as Winterra watches that happen, and her immediate attention is now on that Necromancer.
That is going to be his turn. It is now Bookworm's turn. So, you see that Bookworm pulls herself up from that monstrous blast of necrotic energy. And she looks up to you, Wintera, and gives you sort of a reassuring nod.
The growl quiets a little bit.
And then she conjures the wind and starts to whisper druidic incantations. And then raises her hands in the direction of the Necromancer and is going to cast Watery Sphere. He now needs to make a strength saving throw, or he's in for a real bad time. That, my friends, is a natural 2.
Yeah!
Oh!
Yeah!
Water begins to seep up from the ground and envelops the Necromancer as he is now trapped inside this sphere and is restrained.
Haha, what are you gonna do now?
Everyone stops what they're doing and looks at you disapprovingly.
The growl gets louder, but it's directed at Arlo now.
God.
I regret nothing.
You hear a brief breeze of wind go by and says, I almost died.
Welcome to the club. Nah, but seriously, I'm glad you're not dead.
He just look like, what the fuck, man? So, with that, we are now back up to the top of the initiative order. First things first. Someone, roll me a luck check.
Katie!
Got it. How's a 15 do?
15 was the DC.
Oh.
Ooh, baby!
Hopefully for a good thing.
The battle continues to rage on. This Necromancer has been trapped. The other spells manage to get out of the effect of Granivor's Eye Beam, which we'll get to in a second. And as things begin to escalate, Wintera, you notice that a rock comes flying up towards you. But before you have the chance to do anything about it, it gets blasted out of the sky by a blast of lightning. You all notice this and follow the path of the lightning. And just at the edge of the forest, you see a figure in a black hood holding out a scaled, tattooed arm. And as he pulls back the hood, you see Nelg.
No!
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck
Okay.
yeah, dude!
So the boss said you guys called for backup, yeah?
Hey, Nelg.
Sup? Hey, Erwin. Erwin shoots it. I was like, sup, bro?
Safe doesn't want to give away her position, but she's so excited right now.
I was like in the thick of it, he's like, hell yeah, now! Fuck yeah!
Make sure you watch my brother. You know he attracts lots of danger.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm also not the only one who came along. And he motions behind him, and you see 3 figures emerge from the brush. It's hard to tell who they are at first, but once they clear and are in the light of day, you recognize them. After all, they've always been there. Hey guys! Strangling Mike here! Ready to help!
Oh my god!
Yeah!
Oh god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I forgot I made Strangling Mike immediately. I immediately forgot about Strangling Mike and I made him.
Best callback ever.
Mike!
Me and the rest of Team Killers is reporting for duty! And you see on either side of him is, of course, the rest of Team Killers that you guys also definitely knew about because they've always been there.
Yep. The whole time.
On his left side, you see a dwarf armed to the tooth with guns all over him, pistols at his side, a sawed-off shotgun on his back. This is, of course, Shooting Johnny.
Okay.
I love it.
Shooting Johnny.
And then, to the other side of Strangling Mike, you see a centaur, armed to the tooth again, but this time with daggers and 2 rapiers on either hand as he holds a spellbook in his hand. This is, of course, Stabbing Jim.
Stabbing Jim.
I'm gonna be... No, Jordan, if 2 of them are named Mike and 1 is fucking isn't. They're stabbing Mike, strangling Mike, and shooting Mike? Nah, Jim.
No, that was a mistake on my end. It's Strangling Mike, Shooting Johnny, and Stabbing Jim of Team Killers, which, of course, you know that is spelled all lowercase. The E is a 3, and the S is capital for the 3 S's of murder.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, shooting, strangling, and stabbing. Alright, I got it. I figured it out.
Yep.
I'm not smart, everybody.
I am also now sending you guys another list of NPCs for
it,
y'all to
Jordan.
fuck with.
I already closed my Discord. I have to
Holy
open the entire new page. Fuck.
As you guys now have Nelg and Team Killers.
Oh my
This is the
actual
best.
goodness.
I spent a long time working on this fight.
Holy shit.
Hell yeah,
Alright,
dude.
let me go.
Jordan, this is fucking brilliant as hell, man.
Thanks, fam. So, now that that is all out of the way, let's get back to our top of the order business. What are we doing with the NPCs, including the 4 new ones, and Granifor?
Can we split the 4 new ones as their own group, or do they have to say it's like the NPC monolith?
For simplicity's sake, I'm gonna say Monolith.
So I think for now, until we get it a little bit lower, like maybe next round we can use them themselves, but I think for now we keep it the Horde for like tactical sake.
That's fair.
You did knock them down by a pretty sizable amount. So if that is what you guys are going to be doing, then we will roll Granifor's thing when we get there. But for now, safe.
So the Necromancer is now trapped in a swirling ball of water, right?
Correct.
So I'm guessing I probably can't shoot arrows at him.
It does not specify, so you can shoot normally.
Yeah!
Hell yeah! Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and try concussion this time. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Damn it.
Same as last time you asked me that question.
Yeah. Oh wait, I didn't roll that with advantage because I'm in sneak attack.
Yes, you are still hidden. So go ahead and roll that again.
Yay! 20!
That does hit. Wait, natural?
Yes!
Oh, well, here we go.
Nice.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Whoops, here I go, killing again.
Killing again! Killing again!
Okay, what shot did you say you were doing?
I said concussion.
Alright, so what do I need to do?
A con save.
Does a 13 pass.
No, it does not! He is not prone!
Alright, go ahead and roll all that beautiful, beautiful damage.
48.
Jesus fuck. Alright, so combining all of that, you deal 100 points of damage.
Nice.
Nice hit,
Jesus
Saith.
fuck.
That is one spicy arrow.
God.
Jordan,
Yeah,
how's he
gets-
looking? How's he looking, Jordan?
That's fine.
Fuck you.
Yeah, no, he didn't much care for that at all.
Just imagine, like, he doesn't say anything this entire time that we've ever seen him. Like, that arrow goes through, he's like, ah! Ah! What the fuck?
Yeah, he gets knocked from the sphere completely and is prone on the ground. Is that gonna be it for you?
So before that, I'm going to hide again.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
26.
Alright.
I'm gonna give Modi one of the 5 potions that I bought that does 50 points. Actually, I'm gonna put 2 of the little bottles, like, I'm gonna tie them to his neck, and I'm gonna tell him to go give one to Oliver and to go give one to Bookworm.
Who do you want him to prioritize?
Bookworm. Because he's a little worse off right now.
Alright, he's gonna go ahead and scamper off for now. Is that gonna do it for you?
Yes.
Okay. Layer action time! If you would help me roll this damage again, because dear god. We will start with Sibo once again. So, 16d8.
Well, I rolled a 16d8 and got a 75.
Cool. 12d8 now.
45.
And 2d10. Oh, actually, hold on. On the 2d10, do you want Sibo to heal someone or use it to do damage?
Heal.
Heal someone. Heal Oliver.
Okay, roll the 2d10 and that'll heal Oliver.
12.
Alright. Now we are going over to Oliver. So, what did you say that was? A d4 plus strength?
No, D6 plus strength.
Okay, yeah, d6 plus strength.
I rolled
No,
a 5.
I got a 6.
Oh,
Okay,
she got a 6.
there.
That's better.
You said it first, deal with it. We'll take your 6 for Twinkle's thing, since it's also a d6, so that'll be plus 11. Erwin! 2d8.
15.
Finally, 66 for Ulrich. I say finally, but we still have everyone else.
19.
Alright. Time for Nelg. Alright, Nelg is going to be but a d4, because he only has a dagger.
1.
Cool. Now for Strangling Mike, who, fun fact, by the way, is... Actually, before we do this, let me paint you guys a picture on how I imagine Strangling Mike does stuff. He heads out into the field like, well, time to do my thing! Trips, smacks into the ground, and passes out, and then Shooting Johnny and Stabbing Jim are just sitting there, just like, wait for it. And then suddenly Strangling Mike gets up and just screams, who do I have to strangle?
Get it?
And Stabbing Jim just says, Kalashta, what are you gonna do?
I was wondering if that was what you did. Nice.
Wow. Wow.
A Kalashtar Barbarian, with, by the way, one of my custom homebrew things, the Path of Strangling.
I just love strangling.
But he is going to be 2d4.
6.
Shooting Johnny! 2d10, please.
Yo, that's fucking 20.
Nice.
Shooting Johnny came to play.
Shooting Johnny good at what he do.
Shooting Johnny came to chew bubblegum and shoot ass. He's out of bubblegum.
And he's all out of bullets.
Could anyone spare a stick of gum?
Does Stabbing Dim just do Boom and Blade since that's the...
He has rapiers.
Okay.
So, 2d8.
6.
The world that you have built for us is impressive.
This is true.
You know what else is impressive? The collective 240 damage they just did.
Nice.
Holy shit.
That's a spicy meatball.
So that's 120 damage to each half of the horde.
How are they looking?
The corpse flowers, there are not that many of left now. They're down to, like, the last little bit.
Like, how many?
Like, I can't reduce their damage anymore without them being gone.
Okay.
I didn't have, like, a set number. I had a health pool.
Okay.
And the Fearbulk zombies appear to be, from their starting number, about halfway dwindled.
Okay.
That being said, time for some rolls. Okay, much, much better for you guys this time, now that you've reduced the corpse flowers number by so much. That was only 59 points of damage. Divided 8 ways.
That's much less threatening.
Okay.
So each character only takes 7 points of damage this time.
Okay.
Much better.
Which for most of them means they're halfway through their temp HP.
Yep.
Yeah, no, they don't hit nearly as hard anymore. So, now we move on to the spells. Someone roll me a d8 to see how many Granifor manages to trap.
Katie, do you want to do this?
Absolutely. I got a 4.
Alright, so you trap half of them. I'm now going to roll a d20 for each of them to determine which ones don't get to act.
This is worse than watching a horror movie.
Good. Okay, so here are the spells that you guys managed to trap, or that Granifor did. Mage Hand. Magic Missile. Cone of Cold. And Eye Bite.
Nice.
Mirror Image, Fear, Dimension Door, and unfortunately Finger of Death are still in play.
Ugh.
And they are now going to do their thing.
Wait, isn't Finger of Death like stunned from the Dispel Magic thing?
No, Dispel Magic didn't stun it, it weakened it so you guys can hurt it.
Oh.
Whack.
No, Granifor does the stun, you do the vulnerability. But it's until the end of your next turn, so you can still capitalize on that. But Mirror Image is the first one to do its thing, and it is going to go over to the Necromancer, and there are now 4 total Necromancers that you can see.
Okay.
Next up is the Fear spell. I just rolled a d4 again and I got a 4.
Fuck,
God.
Jordan. No.
So Fear is going to go after Bookworm. So that is a wisdom saving throw. She has good wisdom. She has very good wisdom. Oh, wow. That's a 17. That just fails. So she is now frightened. Next up is going to be Dimension Door. And that one is going to show up behind Arlo.
Okay.
Hey guys, here's a fun fact. Did you know that Dimension Door can cause damage?
No, clearly.
Oh!
Well,
It
Yeah.
just hits you really hard with its door.
Nope, it closes in on Arlo, and he is teleported inside of one of the corpse flowers, but the teleportation then rejects him, and he is shot out for 14 points of force damage.
I lost all of my temp HP.
Oh, well,
Yeah. Oh, like gets shunted out of the tree and he's like, huh. That felt like that definitely would have hurt under normal circumstances.
I feel the pain I should have felt, but don't.
It feels like I was right on the edge of feeling something bad.
Next is Eye Bite. That one is going to target Saith.
It can see me?
No? As it turns out, no.
It's like, where'd she go? And then it doesn't act.
It's gonna try and target Saith, but boy does it fuck up. That just leaves Finger of Death. And it is going after Winterra.
Thank fuck.
So,
Can it roll a wisdom saving throw, please?
yeah, I was about to say, is she still under the effect of Sanctuary, so go ahead and do that.
It's okay, I still get advantage on any saves that it might make me do.
This is also quite fair. Let's see, the Finger of Death has that is a 12.
No.
Okay, so I now have to choose a new target.
Yup.
Oh,
Alright. It's gonna choose you then.
Come at me. You won't do it. You ain't real.
Make a con save.
That was a 4, so I'm going to use my inspiration. So, please stand by. That was a 19 on the die.
So much
That
better.
is significantly better than the 4. Yes, that will pass. Alright, so you will just take half damage instead.
No, he won't. No, he won't.
Oh, fuck, that's right, saving grace!
Wait, what?
Nice!
We went over this earlier, off mic, to recount what everyone had at Big Baggies. You had the saving grace. So you actually do not take damage on a successful save.
Huh, neat.
That is excellent.
Yeah, that's the appropriate reaction to finding out you're about to take a finger of death and it does nothing. Neat.
Oh man, this is just gonna make his ego even better.
The finger points at you and a column of dark necrotic energy wells up around you. And as it fades, you're just like standing there just picking at your teeth, like you didn't even notice.
I was like, oh, no. You're the one that's gonna get fingered, my friend. Wait, hold on, that sounded sexual.
Oh,
Wait, give me a minute. I'll think of something else. Come back to me.
The finger of death blushes.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me what's possible in my world. Tara, you're up.
Cool. Yeah, okay. I'm going to conjure animals.
Yeah, it was
And-
inevitable until we hit that.
Yeah. I'm going to conjure animals. Well, okay. First off, I guess I'll use... Can I use Zal first and then do this?
Yeah.
Okay. So first off, I'm going to have Zal fuck up that finger of death.
Alright, go ahead and roll to hit.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that hits, Jordan. That was a nat 20.
Yep.
So I believe that does 44.
Jesus.
And then as that happens, mid-bite of the finger of death, when Tara is going to hop off of Zal and then land on the ground and conjure animals after Zal goes back up in the air and starts circling around. And she's going to conjure animals at a 5th level. So I'm doing 16 of my favorite things in the world.
Cats.
Let's get some velociraptors up in here, Jordan.
No! Not again!
Yes. Kill him.
do it!
16 velociraptors, yes, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And let's see, we have 8 magical creatures, so I think that's 2 velociraptors going after each.
Sounds about right to me.
Uh-huh.
The math checks.
And I'm not technically attacking, the velociraptors are.
You summoned them, they're yours.
But if we really want to think about the language of Sanctuary, I'm just saying, I'm not attacking. The velociraptors are. Anyway, let's roll from these first ones. The first one got... I guess I'll just go in order, like... We'll start, like, going up, so cantrip, and then up.
Yeah.
Does a 16 hit the cantrip?
A 16 does hit the cantrip. Oh, and by the way, if the warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy, or deals damage to another creature, the spell ends.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. That's fine.
Just so that's out there and no one can, like, dispute anything.
That's
Fair
fair.
enough. I do get advantage on all magical saving throws because Feywild, so it's fine.
Yes.
Anyway, let's see. So that was the first attack to hit the cantrip, so that was 10 damage on the first hit. I'm so glad for advantage because one of those was a nat 1, but the second one ends up being a dirty 20.
Okay.
So 10 on the dirty 20, and then the first level spell group gets a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the magic missile?
Magic missile, yeah.
Okay.
So 10, and then 18 to hit for the claws attack, which is, sorry, 8, not 10 the second time. Yeah, so sorry. So the first time it hit, so it did 10, and then 8, so 18 total on the cantrip.
Okay. Oh, 18 damage on the cantrip. Oh,
Yeah, 18
okay.
damage on the cantrip, and then first level spell gets 18 damage.
Okay. And the first level spell also gets 18 damage. Okay.
Because there's 2 on each, so I'm just doubling the average.
Okay, gotcha. I was confused.
Yeah, sorry. I misread something. But anyway, so then the second level spell, those are both 17s, so
Both
21 to hit.
They both hit.
Sweet. That's a 19, so 23 to hit on the second one, so it does another 18 damage.
Okay.
Third level spell. That's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and then
Oh god, I had that horribly backwards, Jesus Christ.
this probably doesn't hit 15.
That does.
Oh, okay, so it also takes 18 damage. Now we're on to fourth level.
Fun fact, I had this thing's AC and HP mixed up, so it looked like it had a crap ton of AC and no hit points.
Oh boy. Dirty 20 for fourth level for the first attack.
Yeah.
And then 17 for the second attack.
Yep.
Okay, so another 18. Then the fifth level spell now, I think.
Yes. Wrong
Okay.
cone of cold.
22 to hit.
Hits.
And 23 to hit, so those both hit, so another 18. Just gonna sip on my tea while I stare at this d20 really quick,
Go ahead.
Memes.
because that's a good roll for that 6th level spell. Let me do my math.
Next merch idea is Wintera leaning back with a cup of tea like the none of my business meme.
Just looking at a d20 in her hand that's like got a little velociraptor inside of it.
Oh, just roll.
Oh, I did. The 6th level spell gets crit on the first attack.
What
What?
took you so long to say that?
I was waiting for you to tell me you were ready. You told me to slow
I
down.
did.
20 damage for that first attack.
Okay.
Jordan, oh my god. So
I will-
second at 20.
I will punch you.
So 16 damage on the second attack.
Holy hell.
So 36.
Yeah, no, got it.
Okay. So that 7th level spell. So the last one.
Finger of Death, yeah.
That absolutely misses because that's a 2 and a 3.
Yeah, no.
That's a crit. So the second
Fucking-
attack. The pack tactics really help. I'm rolling 2 a time. Anyway, it's only 16. So
Is that all?
that's all. So that's the spell that I have cast, and I'm going to between. So the two most hurt creatures right now are still Bookworm and Oliver.
Bookworm is still severely, severely hurt, but Oliver and Irwin are actually about on par right now. But they do also still have their temp HP.
And I don't think Bookworm does.
Nope, she hella lost that.
So I'm going to bonus action healing word on Bookworm.
Cool. Go ahead and do that.
You've got this!
Inspiring.
I know. And
What level are you casting it at?
we'll do 2nd level.
'Kay.
11 HP.
Cool. She is less on death's door than she was.
That's what I do with my turn.
Okay. So, it is Arlo's turn.
All right. So Arlo looks around and again with his newfound, well, I'm not gonna say newfound, but with his current predilection to keeping a better eye on being protective actively rather than protecting by making himself a target and punching things. He looks and sees Bookworm's been healed up a little bit, but in general, it seems like she's been getting targeted and attacked a lot.
She is also still frightened.
And she's also still frightened. So while Bookworm is kind of cowering, she feels a golden glowing hand pat her on the shoulder. And as she looks up, there's a great glowing being, a big glowing golden dragonborn, wearing a big ass 10-gallon cowboy hat that looks just like Draconic music star Barty Bobbins, carrying a shield and a big-ass sword with Draconic runes on it that if you could read Draconic, you would say reads Big Iron. Which is my way of saying I've cast Guardian of Faith in between Bookworm and all the fucking spells. Whenever any spell gets within 10 feet of the Guardian, they gotta make a dex save. They take 20 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. The Guardian vanishes if it's dealt a total of 60 damage.
Okay.
So I've summoned the Guardian of Faith, and it's been If anything gets near Bookworm, like, just fuck him up real good. Just really get him. Just really get into him.
It gives you a thumbs up.
Awesome.
And we will say for, since you said the spell specifically, when we come back around to them, if any of them target Bookworm, then they will first receive that damage.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm technically not tracking locations, they're just kind of where they need to be.
Alright.
This is a big battle.
Yeah.
What level spell is that?
It's a 4th level spell.
I'm intrigued by the fact Jordan is tracking that.
I'm intrigued by the fact that I have to, well, I mean, I knew this, but I'm just like, man, I really don't want Saith to die. And I keep, looking through things, I'm just like, everything is concentration, I'd have to drop her, Shield of Faith. Although it hasn't helped, everything's been spell damage, so I might as well.
Also, no one has seen her.
Also, no one has seen her.
I am A-okay. Don't worry, I'm playing Saith right this time. She's not coming out unless she's needed.
She's finally learned how to play a rogue 40 episodes in.
Hey, do you guys know that I have, features and shit? You guys know I'm supposed to be, hiding and
sneaking? My stealth is amazing!
It has been a long year, and I am really enjoying playing Saith correctly now. For real.
Most people enjoy playing their characters good. Alright, is that good for you, Arlo?
Yep, that is it.
Okay. It is the Necromancer's turn now.
Oh, hey, you know how there's, 4 Necromancers, and, in order to get up from being prone, he has to stand up and expend movement, and that counts as moving, and he's gonna get shot by my Guardian?
Is your Guardian right on him?
The Guardian's in between him and, Bookworm. And it's if it's within 10 feet of the Guardian. And Bookworm was just up there doing Water Sphere on him, I think.
Spells have range.
Oh, I don't know what range Water Sphere is off the top of my head. I was imagining it differently. Never mind. I thought it was more clever than I thought.
I mean, it's... Again, it's still clever, just not quite as directly. So, it is going... I mean, it's still going to, expend its movement to get up, for sure. But it is going to reach its hands out. And it is going to cast Cone of Cold. So I need you guys to make me a con saving throw.
Yeah, I pass. That was a nat 20.
It's gonna be 18.
Cool.
It's a 22 if it matters, but that was a nat 20.
You're good.
21.
Okay. So, the DC was 18. Bookworm got a 3.
Wait, but if it's targeting her, isn't it affected by the thing that's currently up by Arlo?
I don't think that it, disrupts... It just if anyone gets close to it, it will automatically attack. This thing is still a ways away.
Okay.
Because this has a range of 60 feet. This is a sorcerer battle, if you will.
Since I got a nat 20, can I step in front of Bookworm and take the damage she would take instead?
Yes, I will allow this.
Okay.
Yay!
So, yeah, that means that, by that logic, only you and Saith will take the damage. Saith, you will be taking it at half because, that's how that works. So, it is casting this thing at a 6th level, so that's going to be a total of 9d8.
The dice, or the total amount is 98 damage?
9d8's worth of damage.
Okay, I was when Tara's dead...
Wait, Jordan, I rolled your damage for you, and he got 1s on all of the d8, so it's only 9 damage.
I roll my own damage, thank you.
You can toast trust me?
I roll my own damage, thank you. Oh, boy, did I ever not roll 1s. That is going to be, for you, Wintera, 54 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Katie Saith takes 27 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Yeah, when Bookworm sees you just full-on Piccolo take the blast on that one, and like a scared young Gohan, she looks horrified.
Wintera definitely looks hurt by that, but she's also trying to hide it. She's like, I'm okay. Really, it's okay. We're all in this together.
Seeing this, she looks scared, but also very, very upset by what has just happened.
Okay.
And so on her turn, she is going to... Actually, hold on real quick. Roll me, Wintera, a persuasion check.
Okay. 22.
With that, she looks at you and steals her resolve and is no longer frightened.
Yay! Bookworm!
Yeah!
And now, her eyes begin to glow with a powerful arcane energy as she raises her hands up into the air, and clouds begin to gather, forming a storm overhead.
Ooh.
And you hear the faintest whisper in Druidic as she is going to cast at a 5th level on the Necromancer, Call Lightning.
Hell yeah.
Damn, son.
God.
I told you I was gonna do her good. Y'all thought, oh, you're just gonna fucking kill her bad, So that is going to be, I believe, yes, a dexterity saving throw for the Necromancer. Fuck! that is a 22.
Oh.
Isn't that still half damage?
Under normal circumstances. Here's the problem. He has evasion. So, no, he just fully dodges this incredibly powerful lightning blast as it shoots down, and he is unfazed.
Oh, poor Bookworm.
Oh, boy.
But it's concentration, so she can do it again.
Oh, good.
Yes, this part is true. And with that, we are once again back up to the top of the order. Someone roll me another luck check.
I'll roll it this time, I guess. That is a 16.
That is not good enough this time. So, nothing changes this time. What are you guys going to be doing as far as your NPC allocation?
So we could theoretically wipe out most of our issues right now if we do still keep them as a horde, it sounds like.
More than likely.
Katie, do you feel like you want to roll this time for their damage?
Yeah, maybe someone with the app.
I got it. Yeah, just remind me what I have to roll.
Well, actually, first up with that is actually going to... I'm just asking what you guys are doing with that. If you guys are
right.
keeping it the same as it is, Saith goes first.
So, Modi, at this point, should have been able to get up.
That's right. I'm sorry, I fully meant to have that happen on Bookworm's turn. I apologize. I fully forgot.
That's okay. You have a lot to keep track of. It's like you just said.
How much was that potion for?
50 points.
Okay, so she gets jumped back up by 50 points. Yeah, she's back up to full.
Now Wintera's the one bleeding. They just flip-flopped.
So Oliver has since been healed, right?
Yeah, no, Oliver's doing better than he was.
Okay. Saith telepathically tells him to give the other potion to Wintera. And so he does.
Yeah, and since you're right there, we'll just have this happen now, so you can go ahead and just add on 50.
Okay.
And then, Modi, he can turn into, like, a human-sized creature, right?
Correct.
So I'm not near him. I can't give him weapons, but I can turn him into somebody that has, like, fire breath. Would he be able to use it?
No. It's a physical change, not like a biological change. Like it's just an appearance.
Fair enough. can use him for a shield.
Yeah, no, you can do that.
And I also don't think that the Necromancer could take much more of those, like, big nasty hits you've been able to do.
The next one's gonna be paralyzation. I'm very excited.
So, are you doing anything with Modi?
Modi's gonna get big, and he's gonna stand with them and just be a shield. He's gonna take whatever the next hit's gonna be.
Cool. Roll me a d20. You used his powers.
Oh, bitch. I did use his powers.
Uh-huh.
Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1. I hope that's a good gasp. Katie.
Katie?
Katie.
Katie.
It's a nat 20! It's a
Oh,
nat
thank
fucking
God.
20!
Oh.
It's a nat fucking 20!
Why would you
It's
pause
a
for so
nat
long?
fucking 20! It is a nat... I filmed it! I fucking filmed it! I knew it was gonna be a nat 20! It's a fucking nat 20! Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I fucking filmed it.
Yeah, no, you're good. Nothing happens. Anyway, as you were saying.
Right. Okay. So now that Modi is being a cat shield, and I beat him out of my head before he could get in there. So now she's gonna take her next shot. This one is gonna be paralysis. It's a con save.
Well, I mean, still hit first.
19.
19 just hits.
Okay, perfect. Alright, so he needs to do a con save.
16.
Damn, he beat me.
Alright, that doesn't happen. You still get the hit, though, just no extra damage.
That's okay. 11 damage.
Okay. Is that going to be it for you?
Oh, actually, I'm gonna do a hide.
Alright, roll it.
Yeah, we've got no problem. It's 25 again.
Yep. Okay. Now we're at the lair action. Now we'll start rolling crazy damage. First is the flamethrower, so that is going to be 16d8.
69.
Nice.
Nice.
They're all dead. Alright, next is going to be 12d8.
54.
And are you going to heal anyone, or are you just going to use the cannon for damage?
I'm better now. My Airwind's looking kind of bad.
They all still have temp HP. And they're not, like, terrible as far as HP.
I'd still rather heal one of those two. So between Erwin and Oliver, who looks worse?
Oliver technically has less HP, but Erwin is farther from his max HP.
I'm gonna heal the baby because he just came back from the dead. We're not letting him die again.
Alright, fair enough. 2d10.
Nice, 18.
He is back up to full. Okay, speaking of the baby, it is his turn. 1d6 plus, or I guess -1 because he has no strength.
6. So 5.
Alright, 1d6 plus 5 for Twinkle.
9 total.
Erwin, 2d8.
10.
And then 66 for Ulrich. I'm starting to learn these now.
Ooh, it was a lot of 6s, but still a couple lower numbers. Anyway, 25.
1d4 for Nelg.
2.
Now we're back to Strangling Mike. 2d4, please.
That's a 7.
Shooting Johnny. 2d10.
19.
Alright, and finally stabbing Jim, with 2d8.
5.
Okay, so that is a grand total of 250 points of damage.
Nice, I think that's what we did last time, too.
I think that's the most you've done, actually.
Oh, okay, well.
Alright, so as this onslaught goes out, you all see that the last of the corpse flowers have been slain.
Woo!
There is now only the Fearbolg zombies remaining.
Woo!
And even they are on their last legs a bit. Unfortunately, they are still there, and do still get to roll damage. They deal a whopping 13 points of damage.
Nice.
Split between 8 or 9 or more.
Split between 8, so that's A damage each. The horde is much lesser than what it was. Even with the amount of zombies left over, like, it is very easy for the people you have with them to take care of that. That is now going to be Granifor containing the spells. Someone roll me a d8, please!
6.
Okay, let's see. Which spells get to do something? The only two that managed to escape this time were Mirror Image and Cone of Cold.
Very nice.
So, I am going to say that the Mirror Image is no longer going to focus on the Necromancer, and is instead going to cast itself on the Finger of Death.
Ugh.
And the Cone of Cold, I need everyone to make me a con save.
Since the Finger of Death was included in the stunned, does that mean the copies will also be stunned?
Well, I mean, the copies don't, like, actually do anything.
Oh, they're just like distractions.
They're illusory.
That's a 10.
Does a 19 pass?
Yes, a 19 does pass, and yes, Katie, a nat 20 also passes.
So I take no damage.
Which is also good news for Bookworm, who also got a nat fucking 20.
Woo!
Yay, Bucky! Her confidence is back!
I'm just gonna stay by Bookworm the entire time now.
Yeah, that's apparently what she needs to have good rolls. I swear I don't think I've rolled above a 10 for her otherwise. Let's see, that would mean she takes half damage, Saith will take half damage, and Arlo will also take half damage because of Saving Grace. So all of you will just take half of this. You all take 14 points of damage.
Okay.
That's already halved?
Yes.
Ooh, spicy.
So then Bookworm has to pass a 14 on her concentration, right?
Yes.
Can I don't think I can give her advantage on that with Tactical Insight. Yeah, attack roll or saving throw. Well, I don't know if that counts.
She's fine.
Okay.
Save it.
Okay.
You just hear Pendleton go, it's good, she's fine.
I'm just worried.
No, I know, and it's great that you are, it's wonderful, but she's good.
Usually I wouldn't say listen to the voices in your head, but...
Pendleton's nice.
Wintera, you're up.
Sweet. Who else of my allies is right near me right now?
I feel like your allies would mostly consist of Arlo and Bookworm. Saith might be close to you, but you can't see her.
Arlo, how do you feel about being a dinosaur?
Why would you even ask that? The answer is obviously yes.
I mean...
She's gonna friendly punch him in the shoulder and be like, alright, have at it, have fun as a T-Rex, and cast Polymorph.
Oh my god.
You might want to pull up the stats of a T-Rex, love. You're gonna need them.
Pulling up the stats of a T-Rex now.
Wait, you mean you don't have T-Rex stats memorized?
Oh, wow. Oh, that's neat.
Oh my good golly gosh, these
Well,
things are
that's
so
real neat.
dangerous.
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh,
Wow.
Jordan. Oh, Jordan.
Wow. Wow.
Also, I hope you all know I'm still wearing my cowboy hat. I'm a T-Rex with a cowboy
A
hat.
T-Rex with a cowboy
That's
hat?
I don't
Perfect.
think there was any question in anyone's mind.
I'm a Yee-Rex.
Oh my gosh, you're
No.
a
A
Yee-Rex?
Yee-Rex.
No. No,
Yee-Rex.
I don't allow this.
Does this mean that, Oliver can now summon T-Rexes because he's seen one?
That's a whole other can of worms as far as, like, challenge ratings.
I think that's everything I can do for my turn.
Oh, is that all?
Just make some T-Rex fun for you, Jordan, yes.
Alright, cool. Dino Arlo, you're up.
Dinosaurus Arlo.
Source Arlo, thank you.
I'm gonna, like, saunter up to the Necromancer and, like, lean in real close and be like, hey, heard you've been fucking with my friends, and then turn around and slap the shit of him with my tail.
Which just comes out as blah, 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 blah.
Can I please still talk just like in shit talk?
No,
I promise I won't use it for anything practical. I just want to be an asshole.
no. You just make T-Rex noises, but it sounds to you like you're shit talking. You can't tell.
Wait, Arlo, what did you just say? I'll relay it in human.
He leans in and whispers like, "Hey, heard you been fucking with my friends, fuckboy." And then turns around and slaps the shit out of him with his
He
tail.
called you something like a fuckboy. I don't know what that means.
Actually, this is better. So I'm gonna roll a hit. It's gonna be a 23 to hit.
Hits.
Is this your bite attack?
No, it is my tail.
Okay,
He did specifically say beat him with his tail.
true.
I don't think T-Rexes have teeth tails. At least I hope they don't. That'd be horrid.
I am curious to see what he tries to bite.
So 12 plus 7 damage, bludgeoning damage.
Alright, so that's...
That's what you
So
got with
19 bludgeoning damage.
4d12? You only got 12?
That's my tail attack. It is 3d8. 4d12 is the bite attack. I haven't done that yet. Calm down. It's called dramatic build, Christina.
I mean, you have to target a different creature, though, with the bite.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it says you read the multi-attack. It says you can't make both attacks against the same target.
Ah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Ah. Ah. Fine.
Sorry, bud.
Fine.
That's why I was so surprised. I was like, wait, what? Oh, okay. I guess you have a different plan.
I did not have a different plan. So what I will do now is, after thoroughly slapping the Necromancer with my tail, he's not dead, is he?
No.
Damn it. And
Hate to break it to you, my dude.
I'll turn around towards, Andrew Fancy Fingers. That's right, I remembered the dumb name I gave him.
Don't do that. Nope, don't do that.
You won't, coward.
Nope, don't do that. No, because it won't work, because you'll disappear from being a T-Rex.
What? How? Why?
No, he won't. He'll be fine.
Because they're in the anti-magic ray. Only attack the spells that aren't in the anti-magic ray right now.
Oh.
When Tara sees you walking that way, she's like, no, wrong direction. Bad Arlo Rex.
Bad or low
Squirt bottle.
Fine, I go to the fucking cone of cold, I guess.
That one still has a lot of hit points, so like...
Yeah, I suppose. And I bite him or whatever.
Alright, yeah, bite him.
I'm very curious to see how this goes. I'm very curious.
That's a 27 to hit.
Hits. I imagine Arlo also has, like, this just, like, downtrodden energy
Like,
to
he's very huffy right now. He's like,
I hit the Necromancer too far away, the finger's still on the stupid anti-magic cones. Thought it was a good idea, but now I can't bite him, this sucks. Tara hit me with a fucking squirt bottle, it was rude.
27 plus 7 piercing damage.
That's
I
34.
have a big head and little arms, and I'm not really sure how well this plan was thought out.
Is this this isn't considered a creature, right?
It is.
I'm considered a creature.
What
Why would it
size
be
is
considered-
I think everything's considered a creature.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
No,
'cause
it
I
has,
bit him.
if it's medium or smaller, it's grappled and it can escape a DC 17.
I would imagine cold's medium or smaller.
Actually, the Cone of Cold, Eye Bite, and Finger of Death are actually considered large creatures. 5th and higher are based on the classifications of the way this works.
Alright, cool.
The door down are medium creatures. I don't know why that's the way it works, but that's...
Alright, that's the end of my super awesome T-Rex turn.
I mean, the Cone of Cold definitely didn't like it. You do have slight brain freeze, though. It mechanically does nothing, but...
Don't bite ice that much, Arlo. You know better.
So, it is the Necromancer's turn once again. And...
I feel like a T-Rex is a pretty formidable opponent. I feel like that's probably... I feel like that's a problem.
it is definitely a problem for it, it is going to see the T-Rex, recognize how hard it got hit, and it is going to actually do something a little bit different this time. It is going to make its way over to Bookworm.
What's making its way over to Bookworm?
The Necromancer, why do you ask? Dear friend
Did
of
it
mine.
leave my area? Because I think that would be an opportunity attack.
I feel like you would have had to have moved to get to the Cone of Cold. It's not going to be a problem, trust me. I assure you, you will get the satisfaction. So, as it approaches over, the thing that everyone else seems to have forgotten about
Barty Bobbins.
descends down onto the Necromancer.
Yes.
Does it need to roll an attack, or does it just deal damage?
It just deals 20 damage.
As it goes over to Bookworm, it is limping slowly and desperately. And as it gets over there, the Guardian of Faith strikes down, and the Necromancer falls.
Yes!
Woo!
It reaches up towards Bookworm, and you actually see her kneel down and take its hand. And she doesn't say anything. The Necromancer doesn't either. But she holds its hand up to her head, and for her turn, she is going to cast Dream.
Oh.
You all do not see what happens. All you see is moments later, a tear rolls down her cheek as the Necromancer fades to dust on the wind. And that is where we shall pause our tale for now. Hey everyone, this is your sometimes benevolent, often malevolent Dungeon Master, Jordan Roman, checking in at the end to thank you all so much for listening. This episode was a lot of fun, and we look forward to seeing the conclusion of this fight and the arc in the episode to come. Be sure to listen to the end for some bloopers that didn't quite get to make it into the episode proper. And if you want to support the show, then you can do so on our Patreon over at patreon.com/Agents of Damned, where we have a ton of amazing content for you guys, including after shows, peek behind the screen, talking about each episode and what we think on it. I know this one was pretty intense given everything that kind of happened. You can also find out more about us on our website over at agentsofdamned.com, where you can get full cast bios, transcriptions of every episode, and a link to our merch store over at tpublic.com/AODcast. If you want to find us on social media, you can do so at Facebook at AOD, Instagram and TikTok at Agents of Damned, and Twitter at Agents of D. For our individual Twitters, I am at Pokechap, Christina is at Greekachu, and Katie is at Missy Mystery, spelled MYSSY Mystery. We also have a Discord that we will occasionally link to over on our Twitter, AOD, where you can submit fun character concepts, magic items, talk about the show with a fun little community that we are building up, so please feel free to come talk to us over there. We also do Twitch streams every once in a while. I do streaming every Saturday from noon to 4, but having some technical difficulties as of late, but I'm working through it. We'll figure that one out. And we even have a few other things that we are working on for the near future, so look forward to that. Until then, don't forget to leave us a review, help us out a lot, and share the show with a friend you think might also enjoy it. Until next time, everyone. Bye.
Ugh, this sucks. What is wrong, Betty? I'm trying to figure out a new dessert option for the menu. Apparently people don't like dark chocolate anchovy grilled parfait. It is interesting issue. Have you considered searching outside of ourselves? Perhaps might I recommend Just Cheesecakes by Tina Rose. Who that? Who that? Why, Just Cheesecake by Tina Rose is local bakery that specializes in cheesecake found in southern Charlotte, North Carolina. As the name implies, they make cheesecake. Is that all? I mean, hell, I can do that. Oh, Betty, you misunderstand. They make so many. They have regular cheesecake, they have cupcake cheesecake. They have so many amazing options for you to choose from. Interesting. Where can I find them? You can find them on facebook.com at Just Cheesecakes by Tina Rose. There they have all sorts of pictures of all of the different cheesecake that they make. And when you're ready to order, you can contact them there. Sounds good. I guess I'll give that a shot. Remember, Betty, it's Just Cheesecakes by Tina Rose.
Alright, was there anything else you guys wanted to do?
That was it.
Cool.
Cry.
Do that shit off, Mike!
Yeah.
I just wanted to rip
Yep.
everyone's heartstrings out. That's okay.
Before I rip your literal heartstrings out.
All right, we can get to us murdering each other now.
Okay, cool.
How much damage will we have to do to the army of the undead to, like, get rid of them?
It's a fantastic question. I wish I would tell you that.
I have another
Damn it.
question. How do you plan on having ground zombies hit us in the sky, Jordan?
They'll throw shit at you.
For anyone listening at home, I don't know if they took that out or not, but there was a legitimate pause of Jordan going, "Ah, fuck the sky."
Yeah, no, you don't get to just escape that because you're flying. No, fuck you.
What? No, that's bullshit.
You're bullshit.
Yeah, we are bullshit. You're hitting us with bullshit, so we gotta bullshit back. We're flying. They can't fucking reach us.
That's why I said they're throwing shit. I'm the DM, eat my ass.
I thought you were just making a callback to my shenanigans of like, how are we supposed to get out of this race without using this? I was like, the things are gonna throw shit at you. Oh my god, we only have one healing cannon. God damn it. Why do you drool so bad, Andrew?
I am not in control of my dice.
Pray to Bahamut. You should have prayed to the dice gods.
It's even better than it was the cleric.
He didn't tell me what the roll was for. I could have used my inspiration.
Did you really want to use it for this?
No.
No.
Exactly.
Asmodeus no Asmodeing. Asmodeus no Asmodeing. Asmodeus no Asmodeing.
Asmodeing.
Ah, shit.
Oh no! Asmodeus is trying to make trouble. Do you see Asmodeus? I need your help. I can't make Asmodeus go away without you. Say,
Never.
Asmodeus.
Never in my wildest
Asmodeus.
dreams
No,
did I
Asmodeus.
think we'd make not one, but two Dora the Explorer jokes in this podcast.
I just had
I sound
raspberry
just
tea
like
I
nose.
just realized how perfect Katie's voice is for Dora, and it slays me so much.
Oh my god.
I just had
Katie, you have to learn Spanish. It's the only way.
Soy safe.
Oh my god.
Okay, I need a minute because I just had raspberry tea come out my nose and that hurt. Ah.
Can you hand me the sword? La espada.
Shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, you feel bad, don't you, bitch?
I mean,
I was gonna make a
only
D's
little,
nuts joke
but-
too, and that really like